I'm Jeff Tobe and I am Coloring Outside the Lines. In today's video, I walk you through a proven system from my brand new keynote presentation, Anticipate, knowing what customers need before they do, that just works over and over again to win big in the high-value customer experience game. Why is this such a special and pivotal time for creating high-value moments and experiences for your internal and external customers? Well, anticipating what your customers need before they do is a big game changer because your customers want high-value moments and experiences with you and your organization each and every time they make contact with you. How we do it together is we first gain some traction. Secondly, we quickly accelerate to get off to a fast start. And third, we place your organization on a new trajectory with the right roadmap to create these high-value moments. When we do this together with the right mindsets, the right strategies, the right action steps, and in the right sequence, just like Apple or Tesla does on a daily basis with their customers, you and your team members will effortlessly create raving fans of your company or your organization. And these raving fans and followers are willing to sleep outside in cold temperatures overnight in front of Apple stores across the country just to have first access to the new iPhone, even though the one they have in their pocket works just fine now. Why? Because Apple is the gold standard at not only anticipating, but knowing what customers need before they do. See, the landscape has changed, folks. We're now operating in completely new and uncharted waters. We need to orient and navigate on this customer-focused journey together. I've learned to help clients orient to figure out where they are and then help navigate to figure out where they're going on this customer-focused journey. It's meant to put your organization on the fastest path possible for consistently and predictably creating these high-value moments and experiences inside your customer-focused journey. But it takes the right mindset. The right mindset to understand the business drivers behind your customer focus that forces you to think more deeply about the tangible impact of a customer experience initiative. You can't afford to get stuck in paralysis by analysis. So, to win big at creating high-value moments and experiences for each of your customer-focused journeys, you need to build these new mindsets into automatic habits. You'll quickly discover that these mindsets help hack and tune your thinking so you can see high-value customer experience opportunities all around you and act on them immediately. Opportunities you and your attendees haven't noticed or seen before because they just weren't on our radar screens grabbing for our attention until now. I think you're really going to like it. Once people have the right mindset, they need to know the mistakes to avoid, the pitfalls and traps not to fall into. I learned this the hard way through trial and error, so I can help shorten attendees' learning curve and speed up their ease of implementation for a usable and practical focus journey system and not make the numerous mistakes I made when I first got started on my customer focus journey 22 years ago. I'll walk you through the 6 biggest mistakes to avoid with both your internal and external customers. Next, I preview the 6 tools I cover inside the keynote presentation so you and your team members reach each of the 6 milestones on the customer-focused journey faster and easier than you could do on your own. These are 6 easy and simple tools to take action on immediately. First thing Monday morning when you and your team members return to the office after the conference. And along the way, we'll discover the 6 milestones that create these raving fans I was talking about and followers that almost effortlessly. But before I walk you through it, I want to share who Anticipate, knowing what your customers need before they do, keynote presentation is for and who it's not for. First of all, if you want to segment your customer base to sharpen, start, and guide your customer-focused journey, then my keynote, Anticipate, knowing what customers need before they do, is perfect for you and your organization. Your sales processes are meaningless if you can't help the right people get what they want. I also walk you through how to over-deliver value each customer pivot and touch point to accelerate the process of adding raving fans and followers inside and outside of your organization. And if your people want to turn touch points, those opportunities your people have to influence the customer experience, into sources of high value by implementing proven customer engagement techniques that work over the lifetime value of the customer, then you're in the right place. And if you strongly believe that the customer focus will not succeed without a strong commitment to engaging employees throughout your organization, because you understand every position or job title impacts the customer either directly or indirectly, then you'll want to stay tuned. If you want to learn an easy and simple 3-step process that any employee at any level of the organization can implement around mapping customer experience touch points so you avoid the 10 common derailers of the customer focused journey, then Anticipate, knowing what customers need before they do, is the right presentation for you and your people. And if you want an easy and simple formula to understand your capacity for customer-centric change and discover the 3 levels of change companies must manage to apply peak performance to drive and support your customer-focused journey, then again, you're in the right place. This milestone capacity for change is all about leveraging your talent management pivot points. I'll walk you through the 6 capacities for change. Number 1, reactive change. Number 2, proactive change. Competitive change. Incremental change. Substantial change. And finally, transformational change. And if you want committed leadership to focus on the next levels of growth and the next levels of contribution that ensures all of this happens smoothly and swiftly while putting your organization's customer-focused journey on a new trajectory with rocket fuel, then you'll want to stick around to an invitation I have for you at the end of this video. But before we go any further, I want to tell you who Anticipate, knowing what your customers need before they do, keynote presentation is not for. If you and your attendees are sort of not willing to dig in deep to truly understand the impact customer behavior, customer satisfaction, and customer loyalty have on your organization's top and bottom lines, then this keynote might not be for you and your attendees. Let me ask you a couple of questions. Do you know the average cost of a customer complaint in your organization? Do you know the average revenue of a lost customer in your organization? Do you know at a crystal clear level the differences between behavior, satisfaction, and loyalty, and how they impact your bottom line? If customer loyalty is the ultimate goal for any customer experience or customer focus effort in your organization or the organizations of your attendees, by creating with intent high value moments and experiences for internal and external customers, then stick around to the end of the video. I have an exclusive invitation for you. By the end of my keynote presentation, Anticipate, knowing what customers need before they do, your people will have a roadmap and system to have raving fans and followers who, number 1, come exclusively to them to buy a product or service or even just to buy into change. Number 2, they're receptive to new products, service, idea releases based on their prior experience with them. And number 3, are quick to refer other prospective customers or are even just promoters in the organization. And number 4, actively promote, they talk positively about your brand in the marketplace. So, I've been teasing you throughout this video. I have an invitation for you to consider. I want to gift you a free 15-minute Anticipate, knowing what customers need before they do, blueprint session with me. We'll work together in partnership just to map out a customized blueprint to get this process started immediately inside your organization and not have to wait until my keynote presentation. If you're interested or remotely curious about this 15-minute free session to discover if it makes sense for us to do business and have me as your next keynote presenter at your next conference, meeting, or forum, then just call or email my booking agent, Neil Topper, at 303 284-9285, or just email him, neil@infinitespeakers.com, to schedule your free blueprinting session. At the end of the blueprint call, you'll have two choices. Choice number one, book me as your keynote presenter. Or choice number two, implement the blueprinting session with your employees and customers and just report back to me in 30 days with the results you achieved and experienced. We'll talk about this 30-day challenge on our 15-minute blueprinting session we have together. I hope I've done my job today to help guide you through some new insights and ideas for your customer-focused journey. Once again, just call or email Neil Topper at the number or the email shown, and just to schedule that free 15-minute blueprinting session in the next few weeks. Slots really are filling up fast, so just call or email Neil right now to take advantage of the invitation. In the meantime, I hope you continue to keep coloring outside the lines.